Okay, we're going to do a visual condition report. Now we're looking for scuffs, scratches, chips, dings, any cosmetic imperfections that we can find. So starting with the hood here, that is wrapped in a gloss black vinyl. And then you can see this trim right here as well, that lower rocker in this section, as well as the spoiler in this back section here. So that's all gloss black vinyl. So you can see it here, kind of peeling up a little bit on the edge, but we'll go through all those little details. So that can be removed and expose the pure white paint. So starting with the front right wheel, I don't see any curb rash. That center looks good. Calipers looking good. And then looking at the paint here, you do have full front clip PPF as well as the side mirror. So all of this looks awesome. That's all nice and clean. See a couple bubbles in the film. And then looking at the side mirror, you got some bubbles here on that side. But it is being protected. Looking at the door. Got a tiny little chip there. That door edge is perfect. I don't feel any chips there. Looking at this section, that all looks really nice. And then looking at this wheel, I don't see any curb rash. And checking out the top, super nice. I don't see any flaws here. Looks really good. And looking at this side, absolutely perfect. I don't see any flaws on that top. Got a couple bubbles in the film, but otherwise that looks good. You have film on that headlight as well. You're gonna have a couple rock impacts. It's really hard to tell if any of those made their way through the paint. And based on the size, it does not look like it. So far, all of that looks amazing. That looks awesome. Getting down low here, you can see this is kind of bubbling a little. You can see some minor rash under here, and the PPF is kind of peeling off. You can see it a little bit there. You're going to see a little bit more on the underside. See some here. Now keep in mind, I am underneath the car looking. If you are here about a foot off the ground walking around, you're really not going to see any of that, especially here at kind of eye level walking around. It's going to look awesome. So other than that, that front end looks amazing. All right, and all of this is included. Got the little trickle charger, and that's what that box came in. Looks like a bright yellow car cover. Owner's manual, got those kind of laid out. Some factory accessories here. Looks like some marker lights and license plate brackets. All right, looking at this side. Got some bubbling on the PPF. I'm sure those are just little air pockets that can be popped and relayed. That fender looks amazing. Looking at the wheel, looks perfect. I don't see any flaws on there. That lower rocker looks nice. Mirror's nice and clean. That A-pillar looks good. Got some tiny little scuffs there. Got a chip in the film and some bubbles. And then you have a little tear right there on that film. Little scuff here. Otherwise, that quarter panel looks good. Looking at that wheel, looks amazing. And even the barrel, you can see it's super clean. I imagine these are pretty new. The upper section looks good. You're going to see some hard water stains on the vinyl here, it looks like. It's hard to see up there, but overall it looks good. Then here on the spoiler, of course on the edges, you're going to see a little bit of peeling up. Otherwise, looks nice. All right, checking out the back here on the top side of the spoiler. Got a little bubble. Overall, that looks nice. This edge right here is peeling just a hair. Spoiler looks good. I mean, that's nice and secure. Real solid. Taillight looks perfect. Like I said, this is all wrapped. Now you got a couple spots here that are lifting. Exhaust tips look nice. So far, everything looks good. Lower diffuser looks nice. A couple edges kind of peeling up. Then looking at that taillight, looks good. Looking at the interior, it is a non-smoker. Looking at that panel, all that stitching looks awesome. Got a little scuff here. Those buttons look good. That lower section looks nice. Got a couple tiny scuffs here and a few on the plastic. And then I see a little scratch right there. That bolster looks amazing. Couple scuffs here, a little bit of wear on that edge, all very minor though. That seat back looks good. Bottom looks nice. Here on the steering wheel, a couple tiny scuffs. You can see a few very minor fingernail scratches there. Very common though. That looks good. Trying to look at the upper side of the dash here. That looks nice. Very clean in here. Looking at that panel. Looks awesome. Here on the passenger door panel, got a tiny scratch right there. Other than that, that panel looks amazing. That trim looks good. That bolster is very clean. That's in good condition. That seat looks awesome. Now there are some little wrinkles here. Those could just be from the factory, just in the leather. Got a little dimple right here. The rest of that console looks good. Carpets are nice and clean. Here on the upper side, all of that looks good. This side looks amazing.